Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video. Today we are doing the NFL fan base ranking tier list. Now basically, I'm going to be ranking every NFL team's fan base based off the internet. Yes, I've only been in the Cleveland Browns stadium, so I can't really rank it off of I can't really rank it based off of stadium wise. Don't worry, I'm going to be going to every NFL stadium soon, don't worry. When I have enough when I have enough money, obviously. But yeah, I've only seen the Cleveland and Cincinnati game back in 2023 when we only put up 3 points against them, which was a terrible game, but I also had a good time. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, let's get to ranking these fan bases based off of the internet and based off of how annoying and how based off annoying and trash, I think, icky, tolerable, good, and great, and some of the best fan bases. I actually appreciate people how nice they are and how good and how non-toxic they are and how delightful they are. Things like that. Starting off with the Browns, honestly, they're a tolerable fan base. I'm not gonna lie, the Browns, Browns fans are not that bad, honestly. Even me being a Bengals fan, after telling them, they're some of them are usually passionate, bro. Some of them are usually like, they some are usually a little, they make some jokes here and there, but they're not too crazy. The Browns, they're a tolerable fan base. I'm actually surprised of that one, but the Browns are probably the only rival in the AFC North that's actually a tolerable fan base, which is crazy. The Falcons, listen, the Falcons, they have a great fan base. I like their fan base. Their fan base is actually chill and peaceful. They always have good positive things to say about the Bengals and stuff. Ever since I came across them on the internet, because I have friends that I talk to that are different, that have different NFL teams. Like, I have so many friends that have different NFL teams, like probably 15 of them. One's obviously, some of them are obviously Browns fans. I got some that are Panthers, Bills, Packers, Dolphins, Patriots, Lions, Bengals, Eagles, stuff like that. But yeah, based off that, the Falcons got a great fan base to me. The Chargers, some of the best, bro. Some of the best fan bases I've ever met or ever seen, bro. They're so nice. The Chargers fans are actually so nice, bro. Low key, they are very nice, bro. They're not annoying. They know the pain that they've been through, kind of like the Browns, but we're still rivals, so they're gonna be a little bit of a rough. They're gonna be a little bit of a rough housey type of environment, kind of thing. But yeah, the Chargers, bro, some of the nice people. They got good people there. They know what kind of pain they've been through. So is the Bills, bro. Same thing with them. I have a couple Bills fans. I've heard of a couple of Bills fans. I've talked to a couple of Bills fans, man. And they seem pretty nice. The Bengals and Bills usually get along with each other. Ever since the Andy Dalton thing. So it's kind of been a chill thing with the Bills. We have respect for them. They got respect for us. So the Bills, some of the greatest fan bases out there, bro. Honestly, probably the best, honestly. If I'm being completely honest, the Rams, they're good fan base. They're nothing crazy. They're chill. I just kind of have a tiny bit of beef after the Super Bowl, but that's it's not our fault because, well, it was our offensive lineman's fault because, well, they sold the Super Bowl for us. So yeah, the Rams, they have a good fan base. The Panthers, some of the best too, bro. The Panthers are so chill. They're super nice as well, bro. Panthers have a chill fan base. They're nothing rowdy. They also are in terrible pain. A lot of these teams that are in pain, bro, they tend to be nice. But yeah, the Panthers, they're nothing crazy. They're a very good fan base though. Like the Panthers a lot. I love. They're my second favorite team. But yeah, Panthers, bro, love their fan base. The Saints, icky, honestly. I'd say they're icky just because like they're a little bit rowdy. I ain't gonna lie. The Saints fans are a bit rowdy, bro. If I'm being honest with you. The Niners fans, they're actually a good fan base. They have a good fan base. I mean, they're not too nothing crazy, bro. Even with me being a Bengals fan and being around them, bro, or just hearing about them and texting them and trolling with them, they're actually a good fan base. I ain't gonna lie, the Niners. I didn't think the Niners would be that chill, but the Niners fans, they're pretty chill, bro. Seattle, though, they're tolerable. They're tolerable. They're nothing crazy. They get a bit rowdy too, but they're nothing like the Saints. Saints fans are a bit too much to handle. But yeah. Raiders fans are actually really good people, bro. I've heard a lot of bad things about Raiders fans, but the ones I came across, bro, that I've heard of, and what, because usually I go into like some of these Facebook groups and I troll around and just to see how like other team, like what they think about other teams and stuff. It's kind of like a Q&A thing. I just wanted to see how like other fan bases treat others and see how they troll and stuff. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard way to explain it, but yeah, the Raiders they got some good people there too. Cowboys, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. They're an icky fan base. I ain't gonna lie. You know what? They're tolerable, but Cowboys fans always saying it's their year. Their fans are freaking rowdy. Always got something to say about something, bro. It's like crazy, but they're tolerable for me. They ain't got nothing to say about the Bengals because, well, I've never seen them win a ring ever since I've been born. That's for dang sure. Sadly, the Bengals too, but yeah. Cowboys, bro, they're tolerable. The Packers fans, bro, they're great fan base. I wouldn't say some of the best, but you know the Packers fans, they're funny as frick though. This is a funny fan base. They always got jokes and stuff. The Packers, they are chill. They're nonchalant, as you can say. Colts fans, they're also a great fan base. Haven't had really any problems with them either. Oops, I didn't mean to put the Falcons up there. But yeah, the Colts, they're pretty chill fan base too. The Dolphins, low key, they got a good fan base. They get a little rowdy too sometimes, but their fan base is pretty chill. They're pretty chill. Oh shoot, about to get leaked on everything because dumb ads. Bears fan base, bro, tolerable. They're a bit crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They're also another team that's been in pain and also a little bit toxic there in Chicago, which is crazy. But yeah. They're a good. They're a tolerable fan base. The Patriots, bro. You know, I know a lot of people don't like Patriots fans. It's just because Tom Brady, bro. But I actually frick with Tom Brady a little bit. Just not kissing his son and that. But I think the Patriots have a good fan base now. They're a lot more chill. Probably because they have 7 rings. But yeah, the Patriots, they're a chill fan base. Haven't had really any problems with them either. Lions, bro, some of the best fan bases out there, bro. They do tend to get a little cocky now, though, because of, you know, being a very good heavy hitting team. But that kind of bit them last year. And they're going to be a little bit chill than last year, bro. These freaking ads are so annoying. They need to fix this crap. Titans, great fan base. They have a great fan base, bro. They have a great fan base. I haven't had no problems with them either. Actually, no, I had an interaction with them before. They said something about because I was wearing a jersey at like Cedar Point or something. I was at this theme park called Cedar Point, and I was wearing a Bengals jersey, and yeah, we had an interaction, and yeah, it was pretty odd, honestly, but they have a great fan base to me. Okay, this is annoying. Okay, Eagles. Everybody knows the Eagles fan base is annoying, bro. Actually, I'm gonna remove trash. That's a bit disrespectful to put right there. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, annoying fan base for sure though. I mean, my God, they so freaking cocky, bro. That's why I didn't want to like the Chiefs Eagles, bro. That's why I didn't really like the Super Bowl still. The Super Bowl halftime show. Oh my God, that was amazing though. But yeah, that's annoying fan base. Bengals, bro. I can't really rate my own, but for hearing from what other people say, they have a great fan base too. The Bengals, man. Houday Nation always stands up on positive terms, unless it's once against one of our rivals. We tend to give our rivals a bit of a hard time, but yeah. The Bengals, bro. Us, Houday Nation, bro. We pretty chill, bro. We pretty chill. Jaguar fans, bro. Great fan base. They got a great fan base. They're some of the great fan bases. They're really good fan base, man. some of the best fan bases because like they're actually pretty chill, bro. They know what their pain is too. Kind of the same thing. The Giants, bro. Oh my god, bro. They're insufferable. They're such a mess. They're such a mess, bro. But the Giants fans are icky. They're icky. Let's be honest. Giants fans are icky. They're icky fan base, bro, because they just say too much, bro. They always got some trash to say, bro. I literally, bro. There are some good Giants fans, and there's some like crazy annoying. Like it's kind of like the Eagles almost, but I've actually encountered some good Giants fans. Nothing like the Eagles. All Eagles fans, bro. I've never met a good one, bro. They're all toxic. Like it's crazy. But hey, it's Philadelphia. What else do you expect? Vikings fans, bro. They're good. They're good fan base. They're good fan base. We tend to have our little battle about Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson comparisons. Which, yes, Jamar Chase is better, so that's already down out the water. Womp womp. That's a hot take. That ain't no hot take, actually. That's just the truth. I ain't finna cap. But yeah, the Vikings, they're a good fan base. They have some good people there, too. The Cardinals, ooh, yeah. The Cardinals. Great fan base. Great fan base. Very good fan base, man. I like the Cardinals. Probably my third favorite team, if I'm being honest. The Cardinals, they have a great fan base, bro. They're peaceful. They ain't really got too much to say. They're kind of a quiet fan base, if I'm being honest. So that's why they're going in great. Broncos, they're going in good. They have a good fan base. I think they're solid. The Broncos fans, they're pretty solid. I like the Broncos fan base. They're pretty solid. Jesus, bro. The Baltimore Ravens are the same thing, equivalent to the Eagles, bro. It's crazy. Their fan base is so freaking annoying. It's actually might honestly be way worse than the Eagles, bro. Always got something to say, bro. These guys are the definition of Mr. Glazed Lamar Jackson. I know I say Joe Burrow's really good a lot too, but man, it's like Lamar Jackson's just the god of Baltimore, bro. Like it's crazy. Chiefs fans go down here too. I mean, they're annoying too. They freaking annoying, bro. They oh my god, bro. It's not even about Taylor Swift either, bro. It's just they are freaking annoying. And you know what? We're also gonna throw Pittsburgh down here too. I mean, they're all rivals. All three of these teams are here, except the Eagles are our rivals, bro. They are literally our arch nemesis. I guess you could say the Browns are too, but they've been through enough pain, so I ain't gonna go there, bro. The Browns got Diddy Watsons running around in their facility. They're over there playing Can You Survive 5 Nights at Diddy's, bro. It's crazy work. But yeah, Chiefs fans always got something to say as well, bro. They're an annoying fan base. The Jets, tolerable, bro. They get a little toxic too, but it's nothing too crazy. They understand the system that they're into. Tampa Bay fans, bro, they're actually great, amazing fan base. That's a good fan base. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, bro. I still don't think I've ever encountered a bad Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan or fan base type. Oh yeah, a fan. What am I talking about? But yeah, a fan, bro. If you're a fan of the Buccaneers and you're toxic, bro, don't be toxic. These guys are really nice. They're actually probably one of the nicest fan bases out there. Tampa Bay is so nice, bro. They're so chill. Washington Commanders fan. I haven't really came up with a couple of these. I've came up with a couple of these. Some were some were good, but I'm gonna put them in good. Commanders fans are pretty chill too. Now that they got Jaden Daniels, though, they think they're on top of the world, which is kind of crazy. But I'll put them in good fan base. You know what I mean? And then Texans fans, bro, they going great. I think they have a great fan base too. They're pretty chill. Actually, no, one of the best. I'm the best too. I think Texans fans are actually pretty chill. And mostly because I freak with CJ Stroud. He's my Ohio quarterback, so. But that's it, guys. That's my fan base ranking. That's pretty much it for this video. This is my fan base ranking of basically fan bases off the internet of how I rank these guys. You know what I mean? Just kind of a little short fun video to post. Basically, based off of just fan bases I've encountered on the internet and in Facebook groups and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Etc. Etc. But guys, at the end of this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that bell not to miss another video from me again. We're back on track. And love y'all guys. Have a good day, bro. And peace out. And we'll see you guys next video. Peace out.